Hi guys. So I'm listening to music while I do this. My dog's making noises. I want to preface this video because I haven't given a disclaimer at all with my videos, but so you have to understand, this was when I was 18, these parties. I was underage drinking. Is that wrong? Yes. I was crying to boys about another boy drama, and they were making me feel better, and they were amazing people. I had 20 to 30, 50 plus boyfriends coming in and out. Like, it's a family. Like I said, the hardcore scene is a family. So we would play different kinds of games in a way, but they understood me and everything. So it was so nice to have a family, whether it's boys, it doesn't matter to me. Not that I don't get along with females, it's they are not threatened. I don't want to say that. Yeah, threatened, but like, we don't connect the way I do with guys in a friendship way. Throughout years, being bullied for my name, but also boys liking me kind of situation, and then girls being threatened as a kid, had turned that into me having friends with dudes mostly. So just being surrounded by dudes, regardless if we liked each other or not. It's just what it is. I don't have female friends for the most part, so when I would, it would be like a select few. But yeah, so I was underage drinking. I would drink until I blacked out. Stuff was happening, and I was depressed. These boys were trying to make me feel better, playing along, doing stuff, amazing people, but I was drinking until I blacked out. So a lot of stuff I don't remember. When I see them, and then like I light up and I'm like, oh, of course I remember, it's like that. But and it wasn't bad memories, it's just I was drunk as fuck. Like, I don't think you understand. And the fact that I remember all this stuff is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I did that. Yes. Because it was fun. Okay? All right. That's the disclaimer. All right. It's like I found my people. That people who understand me, and I could speak in, like, not in tongues, but I could speak. And I'm like, oh my God, people understand me. It was amazing. Okay? And so when we would invite people and stuff, they're already friends with them, and they already speak our language, so it was very nice to have that and an understanding. Okay. So let's talk about bad omens some more now. Because like I said, it was it could have been easily like 50 people that came in through those like my parties. Okay, like it was a tiny ass apartment, and it was multiple parties. So when I say boyfriends, they know who they are, but it was so many. And so the joke was, I don't look like Luke, but Luke. Okay, you get it? Okay, because the parties are for Luke. Okay, got it? Cool. Okay, anyways, so we also did the evils. So if Noah is speak no evil, and Nick, his bassist, doesn't speak to me, he wouldn't speak to me, then the drummer Nick, was see no evil. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if my memory serves, but like I said, I was drinking so much. So let's see if I remember. He was trying to lie to me, saying that he's Luke, because Amanda doesn't know what they look like. She just listens to music, is what they told him. Like I said, everybody had their own lie, and I have to like go along with it, whatever it was. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, was that he's saying he's Luke, and I'm like, okay, and that's how we reintroduced each other, is by a lie. Okay, but I knew and he knew. Like, he thought he knew who I was, and I thought, like, I don't know. Okay, so that's how they'd get introduced. I don't want to do makeup. I just want gossip right now. Anyways, so their drummer, Nick, was saying he's Luke, and he was lying to me. And I was just like, okay, sure, you know? And then, if this is if my memory serves me right. And then in comes Luke, and it's like, oh, it's actually Luke, you know? And I was supposed to decide I think I was supposed to decide which one was Luke, even though I already knew. I don't remember. This is a long time ago, okay? And we were trying to continue the parties, even though David ruined it and Dan ruined it. So I was just like, I'm trying to continue these parties. We're having fun. Now that Nick is incorporated, we can, like, introduce him and, like, you know, and have grow the brotherhood and the boyfriends. We love, you know? It was so fun. So I was trying to continue it. My dad finds out I had took the summer off, so I was getting evicted, which is really what stopped the parties, is my eviction. Not so much the boys. Nobody left anything. It was me that left. And the last party, like, was the one that Ronnie went to, I think. I don't know. We were trying to continue the parties. I don't know how it ended. But right when they ended is when I moved, so it was my fault, right? Until they thought, like, I don't want to be their friends anymore, even though that's not true. My dad was like, you're not going to school? Then you need to be home. What are you doing? I'm not paying rent for this, and going off on me. And I was just like, you're not asking me why. You don't care why. You're just, you know. And so I kept my mouth shut. I was like, cool. You don't care. You just are controlling. Got it. Cool. So, whatever, you know? So, but the whole point of people lying with me and my boys is, like, the turnaround portion. Turn around. There's Luke, you know? So I'm Luke. And I'm like, oh, you're Luke. Haha. And then turn around, you know? Oh, Dan tried to hook up with me, and he kept wanting to more, and I was just like, sure, come to my party so he can meet my boyfriends. And then that's the lie, so then he meets my boyfriends, you know? It's like that, okay? So stupid shit is how you're introduced in the parties, because I'm the greeter, okay? And so my boys would tell me, well, they would prep me first, too, because, you know, for safety reasons, of course, as well. So I was the greeter, and so they're like, oh, and sometimes they wouldn't, but they'd be like, oh, he thinks you don't know who Luke is or something, or I don't remember. Okay, I was drunk. And these are snippets of memories. And the fact that you remember is a big deal. So Luke has goons, and Bad Omens is his goons. So it's not Battle of the Bands, it's like a family, I'm telling you. See no evil, speak no evil. I don't know the other guitarists personally. Maybe I do. Maybe he went to my parties. I don't know. Like I said, Kubla Khan, I think Matt Honeycomb could have went. It was all underground bands. These people weren't popping in the scene. I'm telling you, like, we were... It was only them that knew of us, you know? Like, it was us, literally. There wasn't a fan base yet. Okay? So, it was tiny. So, even though, like, Ronnie was big, it was a problem that he was big. They didn't want him inside the party. They were like, no, he's too big. And I'm like, oh, they're saying you're too big. You can't party with us. Because we like underground. Underground is supposed to be underground. That's why it's abusive. It is. It's a reason. It's for mental health, you know? Like, it's fighting and stuff. So, they try to control that. So, now they're popping, which is good. But I don't, you know... There's a whole reason behind that, you know? Like, they like being small and tight-knit family. We like fans. We like money, you know? So, me, my portion of it is I'm a marketing major. So, I would tie things together as they would introduce. I would incorporate them into wherever they fit, right? So, there's a newbie. Oh, he does lighting. Oh, you do lighting. And this, one of them... we were talking about red light therapy. I don't know if you guys remember, because they were all impressed that I knew about red light therapy, or I don't know if it was Nick or Luke or whatever, it doesn't matter. But I was talking about red light therapy because of epilepsy, and I'm like, have you tried red light therapy? Red, the color itself is its smallest shade molecule. The shade to be viewed is red, the smallest. So if that is amplified onto one location, if there's other flashing lights, I wonder if that then cancels out all the flashing, so then you can have those in the show, right? So I'm pretty sure Luke was saying that they were doing that testing on that, and he was like impressed that I even knew about any of that. And I was like, well, if you think about it, because I'm a makeup artist slash esthetician, and I care about skin and science and things. So we were talking about light therapy. I was semi-sober for that. I'm telling you, like I said, I would keep drinking until I blacked out. Then blackout Amanda, we had a routine. She had a routine, okay? Drink until I black out or cry, or, you know, because I'm sad about what's going on, but I love my boys, so I'm having so much fun. But the back end, my hell is fucked, right? And they're helping me feel better. So they're healing me, literally. And then, so until I black out, once I black out, she loves to take a shower. Blackout Amanda takes a shower to let them know that she's done. So, and then she goes to bed. And I might walk around naked into my bed, and there might be people around, I don't know. I just go to my bed, like, or I have all my clothes on soaked, and I wake up with like soaked clothes, like, okay? She just loves to take a shower to let people know she's done. Like washing my hands. Wash my hands of this, kind of. She's just blackout drunk, and she doesn't want to deal with nobody no more. Autistic, drunk, blackout drunk. So she's like, I'm taking a shower. So I would take showers with clothes on and sleep and wake up with a soaked bed and soaked clothes, okay? That's how it would go. Which is, so one of the times something happened, there was a person peeing, and I went to go take a shower. I remember a little, enough to remember because of what was happening. Anyways, so I went to go take a shower, but there was somebody already in the bathroom, so I think they thought it was an invitation to go take a shower with me. Anyways, neither here nor there. Anyways, so when I left, nobody cared, and Bobby was in the hallway. It doesn't matter, but that's what I saw as I was leaving. But I was like, hi, Willard, and stuff. Anyways, neither here nor there. So the whole reason I'm talking about this is Bad Omens, right? Bad Omens, got it. I'm also listening to music, and it's Unravel, or Undone. Anyways, so I'm still listening to music. I can't help it. Okay, anyways, Bad Omens. So the Knicks. So they're Luke's goons. Speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Isn't that cute? Don't we love that for Luke? Because that's my princess. Princess! Okay. Isn't that funny? Because I was avenged and escaped the fates princess. So I was like, let's reverse it. Luke is my princess. I'm a marketing major, and he gave that to me, so I was giving it back to Ronnie and wanted him to be proud. And I'm like, Papa. It's really what happened. Like, that's true. So when I met Bobby and I showed him, like, look what I did. I reversed it. That's princess. I'm princess. That's princess. He's like, stupid. Okay. But that's really what happened. Yep. So Bad Omens is part of the den, is the den. Like, they encompass who we are as friends, which is great and adorable for the turnaround. Because I said, so when we planned the throwdown, I said I was gonna go indie because I still like rock and I still want to listen to rock. I don't necessarily like rap or anything like that. So I went indie. Okay. And so, because if I looked at them, I would tear my way to them, right? And I knew that I'm not supposed to. They need to grow. I'm a girl, right? Girls develop before they become men, and that hurts their ego, not being able to contribute for a woman. So I gave them 10 years for them all to thrive while I suffered. And so now that's why it's my turn. Okay. Because all my boyfriends are my boyfriends. It's is to help boost their ego and to know that I'm not suffering in vain, because I know that they could do it. So like David was trying to get me to like not believe in my boys, basically, right? He's just like, now it's like, the problem is I know they can. All these guys I know can do a good job, which is why they're my people. I know if you know what I know, if you know all these lyrics to these music and everything, you know what it is, right? You went to school for it. You know all the steps and the math core chugs and all that. If you know all that, you got it. You don't need my help. Even though I'm the marketing major and making boys kiss. Oh, your front of house? He's gonna need a front of house eventually. So when you guys are ready, you can pull him along. And so we're building our own entertainment studio in a way, but they're still in school. There's a bunch of them, so they can pull as need. So I was planning literally their futures for them. 3 of mine. Because I was a marketing major and that's what I wanted to do. While I wasn't going to school, I was planning for them. And also planning reps for them when they came to the party, like during the day. I'd listen to, I'm like, what song do I need? I need this song. So I write it, I wouldn't write it, but I remember, okay, this song, this band, this thing, you know. So then when I go to throw it at them, undone, coming undone. When I go to throw it at them, they're like, yes. And you know, and we're planning. I love my boyfriends. They're my boys. I was like, this is a serious, real thing. Okay. Although I had 20 to 30 and I didn't keep track of who was who, I just know where they fit as a puzzle piece. I love puzzles. So when I say I don't know who, they know who they are, is real, because I knew where they fit. Luke and Noah fit. Then it's the Knicks, you know. But the Noah is tied to Zachy Vengeance, who is with Bobby. So it's like a literal puzzle in my house. Okay, it was like, that was crazy. It was fun though. And I'm like, what do you do? What's your job? Okay, you need to kiss this boy. Kiss, not really. Work together to grow. And so, but then we planned, okay, so I'm gonna be gone for 10 years. You guys gotta lay low for 10 years, and you guys gotta take what I taught you and grow upon that, build on that. And so they did, and that's why they're shooting up so fast, and how they flipped it from rap to rocket instantly, and they just shot up. It's because they've been planning this for over 10 years. My boys, that like, they linked up, literally, my babies, okay? It's so cool. Because Zach front of house was going to Valencia, not Full Sail. But UCF, they all have different music categories. So like if we can pull, Danny was in that school. So I'm like, if you can pull some, we need this, okay? If you can pull from here, we need this, and this. So it was more like, then people were hearing about it. So those actual bigger people, like I said, Kubla Khan wasn't big. Okay, let's be honest. Okay. To us, Kubla Khan wasn't big. Nobody would know who they are, but to us, we're like, oh shit, you know, did he come? I don't know. It was rumored. I don't know what these boys look like. I listened to the music, so I was like, it was rumored. Did they come? I don't know. I think I met him, and we were kids, and he was tiny. I was like, he's buff now, but I mean like tiny, like, for such a voice. I was like, that's you? Because I don't look, I listen to music. I was like, he was petite, and I was like, with such a strong voice. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. stuff like that, stupid shit. So, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's TX. They didn't have TX back then. The one I was listening to. You see, like, stuff like that. Like, and, like, also my boyfriend showed me stuff because, like, I like that genre. So they're like, do you know this one? I'm like, no, let me look. I'm an honest person. To an extent. If they want me to lie, like, hey, I'm Luke. I'm like, okay, you're Luke. You know, then I'll go along with it. But, like, for the most part, I'm an honest person. So if they, in this moment, whore, in this moment is my band. I do like this music. That's why I said it. But it's Danny's band. Because she's the reason he's in the bathroom. Because she's yelling at me. So she's punishing me. Anyways. Oh my god, this is so funny. We love a Danny. We love all these people. It was out of love. We're shopping for her. Gotta find a ginger. So I don't know if wage war is off of Danny. That is funny if it is. Because I guess I don't necessarily want a ginger. That's Danny's order. Mine was, I never really ordered anything. Mine was Luke's, Bobby, Ronnie, technically Zachy. But my Cerberus, my original Cerberus as a child is Ronnie, Bobby, Zachy, right? That's my original Cerberus. Then I was making another Cerberus in college. But when Bobby got there, I'm like, oh, he's double Cerbered. Okay? It's my dog, literally. Literally. Okay. Anyways, that's my baby boo. They all my babies. But as a child, that was my Cerberus. It was Ronnie, Bobby, Zachy Vengeance, if I remember correctly, which I am pretty sure. Because I was, not that I was protecting Bobby, I liked Bobby is the problem, and my mom was a hoe, and I'm like, Mom, back, you know, like, chill. So I was like, all right, if we're adding another Zachy, he's cute too. If we're investing into these boys, I don't know what's going on or anything. I was supposed to pick Bobby, and I was down to pick Bobby because I had a crush on him and everybody knew. So I was like, okay, but I didn't on purpose because I wasn't sure if the reason I was picking Bobby was because of my mom. And I was like, no, that's mine. No. So I was like, have Zachy too while you're at it. You know? And so then they're like, what about Bobby? Bobby's my friend. It's my friend. Stupid. Okay. Anyway, I'm listening to, thinking about it. Okay. So funny. That's crazy. Oh, I love these boys. You don't understand. The fact that they understand my language, I can say whatever, and they're like, yes. You understand me? We love a Noah. He could talk. I knew that Bobby could talk. If he's with Ronnie, he knows these people too, right? But his songs, his choice of who he is as a person is classic. I don't judge him for that. I just hate him for it because that's my mom's. And so it triggers me, so I get mad. I don't hate him for it. But I'm like, you asshole. Okay? It's not a problem necessarily, but it is a problem to me and him to bitch about. Just bitchy things. So is it a problem? Not really. But it is. Because you fuck them. You don't do friends in the dude community. That is not bro code. That is not bro code. Okay. I am a lady, but I'm also a bro. But bro of the highest degree, of the ladiest. Me lady, okay? But do I understand boys? Absolutely, positively. But I loved how I was introduced to Nick Ruffalo. Which one's? I don't know last names and stuff. There's too many boys, I'm telling you. So, the drummer one. I was introduced to him because he was saying he was Luke. Does he also have epilepsy? I saw that there was a light shining on him the whole time, so I'm like, does he actually have epilepsy too? Or do they both? I don't know. Or does he just have epilepsy and Luke didn't and that was the lie? I don't know. You don't understand. These boys will be lying and I don't care that they lied. When they tell me, I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I'd accept it. It's not a, if it's, not a white lie. Because, you know, it could get dangerous. But it's more like I have faith in them regardless of the lie. Right? Okay. So, like, even if the Bad Omens drummer Nick doesn't have epilepsy, that's not necessarily a problem. Or if he did, and that's why he was saying he was like, I don't know what their situations. These boys were beautiful regardless. I say they're full of shit, but they're still so freaking beautiful. They're just dancing in their own way, but like, you know, doing the jig for me. I'm like, yeah, sehr gut. Be like, okay, it's stupid. And I'd play along too, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, I think this is today's. It's a disclaimer that most of the time I was drunk, so like, you don't understand. I was blackout drunk. Like, they would have to tell me the next day what happened. Some like, and then we plan for the next, because I'm like, they have to refresh. Not necessarily like what happened. It was more like, okay, so if that happened, then that means this, and this. Because I was planning their stuff. I was literally doing math in my head and like puzzle piecing my boys together. Who needs to kiss? Not kiss, but work together to build. And then lay low while you're doing that. And they would, and I sent them off. So I gave them a job and sent them off. I was the mom. I love my boys. I don't know how many I had. You just tell me your job. I would figure out where you fit into my puzzle. If I could give you a song. If not, we'd hope to give you a song later. It's like, because getting a song is personalized. Like the fact that Noah has 2 and like it's a big deal. So like hooking up is even bigger and stuff like that, you know? So that's why you throw mine. Personally, I throw them away technically. Not literally, but like Eddie, like we planned that. So then he knows his job that was for that. I'm seeing a boy right now. I don't necessarily want to be with him, but he's serving a purpose for food. But emotionally he's not, because I have emotions for these people in situations. So getting a song and things like that is a big deal. I am very loyal to my friends. Okay. So is what it is. Because to know of somebody and to know someone is 2 different things. Okay, it's so different. And I like to specialize that with each person, that they incorporated it for me, that they gifted me. My boyfriends kept growing. I'm like, hi, I have 20 to 30, maybe more, 15 boyfriends. And you're being added. Who are you? Okay, what do you do? Okay, I don't look, no, I don't know what you look like or anything. But I love you anyways. Let's figure this out. Where can we add you in? Where can you squeeze? It was so sweet. Anyways. And they were like babies because they're my age. And so we were like, there's old heads of the rock scene. And then the new heads. We were the new heads. So that's why a lot of them are my age and all friends with each other. And use me in the background. I don't know what their dealings are. But bird is the word. Okay. Love you boys. I'm going to go to Rockville. I'm going. So hopefully I get to run into some people. But I would like it to be my boyfriends that I haven't seen in a while, because that's more, you know, it's a reunion for that, to me. But if they want to introduce me to others too, is okay. I just don't want to be bombarded. If you don't know me personally, or if you know of me in a different way, an introduction is nice, but not necessary. I prefer slowly integrating back into my scene, okay? Because it is emotional that I left. It was a big deal that I left. I love indie music, don't get me wrong, and it protected me from having a mental break. I mean, I did have a mental break, let's be honest, but it stopped me from going overboard, I should say. So the fact that I'm still like have some screws left is, you know, it's great. So I'm slowly going back into being incorporated into my boys and being able to be around them again. Because, like, why did David and Dan have to ruin it? What are you gonna do about it? It's like, come on now, I'm in the scene. I know what to do about it. Like, that's not the point. I just want to be on the wall again. I'm not trying to, you know, throw down necessarily. Well, I can, but that's what it was. Alright, that's enough information. I think I said enough on this one as well. So, drummer Nick is also Luke. So there's two Lukes. Love you, Luke. Love you, Luke. And slash Nick. And then I think I made up, because oh, that's what I want to add before I sign off. I was being racist to Noah in a complimentary way. I said, oh, what are you? Because he's clearly half Asian. So I was like, what are you? He's like, I'm white and Japanese. And I'm like, Korean vampire. Okay. Oh, I snort. Anyways, Korean vampire. And then I look at Nick, bassist Nick, and I'm like, what are you, Iranian? Iran? And I think he was, or something, or he's Persian. I don't remember what he was. But the joke was, and what are you, Iran? Because his name is Noah, like the Bible, if they're best friends, and he chose him to be his best friend because of where he's from, would be really funny. But I don't know what the answer was or what happened. I just remember it was a stupid racist question to Nick. Like, what are you, Iran? I couldn't stop laughing because I was being manic and drunk. And he ran from the Bible. You know, okay, here. I'm being an asshole. Because we're introducing each other, so like, that's how I was introduced to Nick. I'm like, they've been just chilling at my parties, but they wouldn't talk to me. They'd ignore me. Don't talk to Amanda. Don't wake Daddy. You know, don't talk to Amanda. And they're in the corner. They were also in a dungeon. Yeah, I had to pull Zach FOH from the dungeon because somebody was trying to live with us, and or not live with us. It was like a homeless person who wouldn't leave, and I'm like, hey Zach, I need your help, and I pulled him. So I wouldn't acknowledge my boys until I needed them or something, and I pulled Zach for Alyssa's help. But yeah, okay, anyways, that's enough. Okay, I love you guys, bye.